Welcome back, true crime enthusiasts, to another chilling episode of Sir Eric Podcast. I'm your host, Sir Eric, and today we are delving into the tragic story of Kitty Genovese. It was a fateful night on March 13, 1964, when Kitty Genovese, after finishing her late night shift, found herself in a horrifying encounter. As she made her way home at around 2:30 a.m., a man wielding a knife approached her. Desperate to escape, Kitty ran towards the front door of her apartment building, but the attacker caught up with her. And in a terrifying act of violence, he stabbed her while she screamed for help. In a moment of bravery, a neighbor named Robert Moser heard the commotion and shouted from his window, "Let that girl alone!" This sudden intervention startled the attacker, causing him to flee the scene. Severely injured Kitty managed to crawl to the rear of her apartment building, away from the sight of any potential witnesses. Tragically, 10 minutes later, her assailant returned. Subjecting her to further violence, he stabbed her again, raped her, and stole her money. It was a neighbor, Sophia Farah, who discovered Kitty, and her panic cries for help echoed through the night. The police were called, but unfortunately, they arrived several minutes later. Despite their efforts, Kitty's injuries were too severe and she passed away in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. Shockingly, this brutal murder initially received only a brief mention in the New York Times, leaving many questions unanswered and the true extent of the tragedy overlooked. Join us in the next episode as we explore the aftermath of Kitty Genovese's murder. We'll dive deeper into the impact this case had on society, the concept of bystander effect, and the search for justice in the face of such a senseless crime. Thank you for tuning in to Sir Eric Podcast. Remember to subscribe to our podcast on your favorite platforms and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok for updates and exclusive content. Stay curious, stay vigilant, and together, let's uncover the truth. Bye.